Alright, so I'm going to show you more of a close-up, and I'm going to run some water down this. And it's probably a mistake to do this because one of my pet peeves is people who comment on the videos. Sometimes a lot of times it's a video they see that's a video that happened months ago, and then they want to give me their advice or something. They don't realize that's not over. It's done. It's gone already. And what I'm going to show you right now, this isn't finished. You know, I'm just kind of showing you this live edge, and I wanted to point out that I just spent 2 hours at least filing this to get all the saw marks out, and there's still a couple more, and then going over with a couple different grits of sandpaper. It's still not done. I did find a little tip here. Foam. I tell you guys, don't throw anything away, right? So this is packaging foam. It's pretty dense stuff. So I took a piece of that and I wrapped sandpaper around it, and then that's nice because it'll hit those contours better. Because my thumbs are worn out. I got blisters on these two thumbs, and it's pretty common for me. So I'll get down close and show you this in a second. But the reason why I'm putting all this time into this right now is I can't build the box, cabinet, and everything else for this vanity. It's a floating vanity. I'll show you that again in a second for those of you who haven't seen the other videos. Because this vanity hangs on a wall between two walls, and it's going to have sliding doors. It's going to have a center cabinet that's open. It's going to have a center cabinet that's open. Hope this is on camera. And then that door will slide over the cabinet to access behind here, and then you slide it back. And then this door will slide over here to access what's in there, and then you slide it back. So this cabinet right here with a drawer in it is recessed back the thickness of the doors plus 1/4 of an inch or so. And I can't make all the other parts until I'm positive what the depth is going to be. So my next step is I have a longer version of this, the Festool straight edge. And I'm going to lay this up here, all right, from end to end. And I'm going to make a channel with a circular saw. That's a track saw that rides on this. And that channel is going to be a 1/2 inch deep. And it's going to be the width of one of the rails for the doors, the panel doors that are going to go in here. So that door is going to slide in that groove I make. The bottom rail will have a 1/4 inch depth, and then this slides up into this groove and falls down, and that's it. And you want to take the door out, you grab by either side, you lift it up, you pop it out, boom, you take the whole door out because you've got to do plumbing work or something like that. Just makes it easy. And I had to do this anyhow, so I figured it's Monday morning. I'll just mess with this for now. Kind of brainless. I got other things going on in my brain. It's just a sidetrack here. A couple things. I did a rough sketch for the Palooka Watch Channel logo, and I sent it to Pat. So Pat, I'm messing with you right now because it's an idea. And I also sent him like schematic drawings of watches and pictures of other watches and notes about what I want the logo to look like. I don't want to use the sketch as the artwork. But he keeps using the sketch to send me these versions of things that's a waste of time. You're wasting your time on that because it's not what I want. But it's the same thing with this. People will see what I'm doing here, not understand that it's not done, and think it is in their brain and then start commenting on it. So it's my own fault. I make the videos. I put the stuff out there. It's a thing. I'm in an argument in a way with a friend of mine too about that whole thing, that assassination that happened a couple months ago. Like, you know, I watched all the videos on that with this guy, with the assassin on his way to the position, and he's limping. And I'm looking at it on a 16-inch computer screen, pausing it, blowing it up, cropping the pictures, doing screenshots, and it looks to me like there's a barrel going down the back of his leg and all that. But there's people out there that just don't want to believe. They want to believe it's a conspiracy theory, and that's fine. They can believe it, but don't try to convince me, because I'm a gun guy and I know it. And I own 3 scoped rifles, and the only reason I haven't proven it can be done is because the only one that I have here at this pad is only like a 10-22, which is a little smaller. But I think I'm going to have to do that now, because the other ones are at another location. But I've got a 308 with a scope on it, bolt action. I've got a 30-30 bolt action with a scope on it. And I know it's doable. So, and there's tons of videos out there on it. So it's just, These things get in your head, man. At any rate, let me wipe this down right now. Let me set this camera up lower where maybe we can catch the light on this a little bit better. I don't think you can see it so well here. Fuck it, let me just do this real quick for you. It's pretty smooth. And look, you'll never really see this, right? It's going to be in the other direction. I can't help myself. I just, that's a little bit better. So I just want this to be as perfect as possible because I'm a weirdo, right? I'm just a weirdo. So it's got this beautiful kind of ribbon grain thing going on here to it. Look at that. Let's wipe this down and then give you another look at that. And it'll be good because the grain's going to pop on it when I do that. When I said pop, I meant the grain's going to lift. It'll give me something else to sand. And again, this is more about, sorry about the other information, but I can't help myself. This is about faking a live edge. Now, faux live edge. Here's the thing. Somebody else left a comment. Why don't you just buy a live edge? Think about it, bro. Why would I do this if I could just buy it? Because you can't buy it. It exists, but not in the species I needed. I needed cherry. Show me where in LA, close to me, anywhere really, where I could buy live edge cherry, 8/4. That's 2 inches thick in the rough, because that's what I needed to net what I have here. You show me where I can find that, and then look at the price on that compared to regular 8/4 cherry, right? Because they charge more money for live edge, and then you'll answer your own question. You have to make it sometimes if that's what you want, and that's what I do. I'm a custom kind of guy. This looks phantasmic. This just really looks good. Let's show that to you. That's amazing, actually. I don't think you could see that there. Kind of. Looks better from the other angle here. There we go. There we go, huh? How's that? That's a knot, not a burn mark right there. I got all the burns out. Look at that. It's gonna look marvelous, as Billy Crystal would say. So that's your live edge. And again, those aren't burns either. You know what that is? That's the tiger grain that happens in the wood. Now originally I thought they wanted this to be the top this way with that flaring out that way. If you did a desktop for comfort, that's what you would want, right? Because you would lean your arms against that. Let me back this out a little bit. All right, so you'd sit at a desk and lean your arms here. Even a table, it might be more comfortable to have that in this manner, but it's going to go the other way. This is actually the bottom. So again, I'm probably putting too much time into this really, but I can't help myself. So that's your live edge. You know what? Let's flip it over. Let's make this video even more annoying and longer. How's that sound? Yeah, you guys can't get enough of me, right? A lot of videos coming out. I did a video this morning riding the bicycle to work with this contraption that Robin and Patrick sent me. The camera was aimed a little bit low for a lot of that ride, so I might still post it up. And then I posted that video of the street art with Sabo from Saturday night. And it's funny, it's not getting, I think, one of my videos, you guys know, a couple weeks ago, I got taken down on YouTube. I couldn't post anything for a week. Coincidentally, the timestamp on that video was when I was talking about that assassination that happened. And the street art involves that particular person. And I noticed that recently on my videos, like, when my normal stuff is getting views again, but that video, nothing. So I think there is something, in a way, a little conspiracy theory kind of thing going on with certain content. It's kind of like when that plague happened, I definitely got shut down during that with a lot of the stuff I was saying. And that whole shadow ban thing is a real thing. So a lot of you were watching this going, hey, I'm here to watch this video on your live edge. Why are you talking about this stuff? Well, it's supposed to be a free country. I know that YouTube isn't a free speech place, but I just want to point that out to you guys. So this is how it's going to be sitting. And, you know, this is taller than it is, but you will see when you walk into the room, you'll still see that angle a little bit, you know, when it's sitting there. And there's the basins for this sit atop of this. I think they're 16 inches in diameter. They sit up there. It's like a, you know, you've seen those. It's like a granite kind of bowl that's going to sit here. Another one's going to sit here. And then, you know, the center of this is open. So you might not agree with me here, but I think this looks pretty phantasmic. Don't have my mic on the camera, so the sound might not be great. Apologies. So that'll dry out. The grain will raise here now, and then I'll be able to sand that smoother. I'm going to go ahead and flip it over now. I'm going to put that groove in there and then get to work on the parts for the cabinet, you know, the box and the other shelves. And I've got to remember that this sets tight to the drywall, but then there's going to be 3/4 of an inch of approximately. It's a tongue and groove that's going to be hung vertically on the walls. And I've got to put that stuff in as I'm installing this. Kind of create cleats for the shelving to rest upon so I don't have to add a cleat. So when you open doors and whatnot and look under it, whatever, it's just clean. Everything's just kind of floating there invisibly. You'll see. Trust me. I know what I'm talking about. Got a lot of different things, you know. Don't let the tattoos fool you. I'll catch you in the next one.